Okay, so before I started this video off camera, I made my Starbucks layout, and so this is what it looks like. Okay, so what I was thinking is I would make it like a rectangle and a square, and I would put the bathrooms in the back, and when you walk in straight, you would see the counter area where you order your Starbucks coffee, and if you walk to the left, then there would be a seating area, and right, if you turn around and you go straight, then that would be the bathrooms. Okay, so I'm going to do this 2-story now, and I'm only gonna do it for like the front half. I'm not gonna do it for the entire Starbucks because I feel like the counter area doesn't need a second story because it's not gonna be like where everybody's sitting, and that's gonna be where the workers are. Comment down below if you would like to join my server and work at my Starbucks one day. Comment down below if you like that. Okay, as you can see, I finished the first half of the Starbucks' roof. So I'm just gonna start on the second half, and then I'm going to do the outside area. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on the floor, and I'm gonna make the front area of grass, and then right in front of the door, I think I'm gonna do a concrete because I don't want grass for the entire front yard. So where people are walking, I'm gonna make that grass. Okay, so now I'm going to make a grass and okay, so now I'm just going to get a grass texture, and I'm going to color it slime green, and I'm going to be using slime green a lot throughout this build because I feel like that's the closest color to the green, as in the green as in the real life Starbucks. So just a heads up, I'm going to be using that color a lot. And I'm going to be coloring the wall in front a cloudy gray because I'm trying my best not to be using linen a lot anymore, because in my other builds I would use linen for literally everything. So now I'm trying to use other colors and try to see all the colors and try to use them more and be more colorful, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm just going to color the rest of the exterior. For the second part of the exterior, I'm going to be using slime green. As I told you before, I'm going to be using it a lot because it's a Starbucks, and I'm pretty sure Starbucks' main colors is green, white and black. I'm pretty sure, but I do not remember. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong, and comment on those Starbucks colors. Okay, so I'm going to be coloring it a slime green, and then I'm going to work on the exterior and decorating it up a bit. Okay, so now I start searching for decals because I want to look on Pinterest later for decal codes for a Starbucks. But I'm just gonna spoil it a little bit. I forget to look on Pinterest, so I just search up Starbucks with the Roblox decals. So later on the video, you're just going to see a Starbucks decal that just says Starbucks with a white background. It's not gonna be anything fancy. Okay, so now I'm gonna look for a front door, and I have a specific door I'm going to choose because it is the same color, slime green. So this time I'm not even gonna change the door color because I feel like it goes perfectly with the Starbucks. And I feel like right now I'm doing like a modern Starbucks-ish. So I think I'm just gonna keep going with the modern style. Okay, so now I'm gonna color where you step into the Starbucks. I'm gonna color that a concrete. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a picket fence, because I just love picket fence. They're so cute and I feel like they're like 100% aesthetic. So they're like my favorite fences to use. Whenever I get the chance to, I'll add a picket fence into my build. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding the windows to the build, and I almost always use traditional windows. I feel like it's just really simple and easy, and it's not that expensive, and that's the reason why I always use it. And I'm also gonna add windows on this side as well, but I'm gonna leave space at the top so that I can add the Starbucks decaf. Okay, so I'm just going to fix up the windows a little bit, and then I'm gonna start looking for the decals. Okay, so there are no decals that are a circle, so instead I'm just going to use a circular wall sign, because the decals are all square and they won't work. What I'm trying to do is I'm just going to use a circular wall sign, and I'm just going to make it bigger. And why I like it is because it has a light, and so I don't have to add any extra lighting outside. So if they come and it's the evening, okay, so now I'm just going to color it. I'm just going to make it white, and then the outside will be green, like one of the Starbucks main colors. So I'm going to make it green. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the exterior of the Starbucks with some outdoor chairs. And I'm also going to do it with some outdoor tables so the exterior doesn't look too plain. Before I start on the chairs, I'm going to make a little gardening area, because the other half of the exterior is not occupied with something. So I'm going to make a little garden and maybe add a little water hose so that customers can water the plants. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little fence where the trees are, because I don't want people walking straight into the gardening area. I want there to be a little gap between the garden and the people. Okay, back to the tables. I'm going to add about 2 chairs for each table. Okay guys, so I forgot to record and I just remembered, and so this is my progress so far. For the kitchen, I've made a counter, and now I'm gonna make some shelves so that I can put all the cups and maybe a few books for like recipes, and a few plants for decorations and stuff like that. I'm also gonna add a display case to display some of my like pastries, and I'm gonna push this back because I feel like it needs to be lined up with the wall. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a few decorations. So I think I'm gonna add like a clock so that they can tell time, even though I know this clock is like a fake and it doesn't tell time. It's cute for decoration. Okay, back to the shelves. I'm gonna add a few on each side of the wall, and so we'll have enough space to add plenty of things for storage, so we won't have to add like bookshelves or cubbies that take up way too much room. Okay, so now I'm gonna color the bookshelf, and I know I told you I didn't want to use a lot of linen, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna use linen at all. So I'm just gonna use linen for the bookshelves because I really don't know any other color. And also, I feel like I forgot to mention this, but for the floor, I feel like this floor is super cute, and I've never used this before, so I think it's a new, like an update. And I'm so excited and happy that BLOXBURG did this update because I feel like this floor looks super cute. Okay, now I'm gonna fill the shelves with a few cups. Okay, now I'm gonna add a cake stand and put it where the display case is. And I'm gonna add a cake and put it on top. And I'm also gonna add a fruit bowl, or if people want some fruit, they can have it and it'll be for free. Also gonna start adding a few books to decorate the other shelves because I really don't know what I'm gonna add. And so I think I'm just gonna add random decorations in hopes it turns out for the better. Okay, now I'm gonna start coloring my mug, so I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit so that you guys don't get bored. Okay, now that I'm all done with that, I'm just going to copy the cups and put it on another shelf because I really don't have anything to put in them and I don't want it to be empty, so I'm just gonna delete this top shelf and add the teacups to it. Okay, and for the last thing I'm gonna do for the shelves things is that I'm going to add some plants to the top shelf because I feel like I don't want any of them to be empty, and that's the only thing I can think of to put on to fill it up. Okay, now that I'm done with all the shelving, I'm gonna start coloring, and I'm gonna make the back wall a green, and the rest I'm gonna make it a plain white. And I usually don't use plain white. I usually use like pearl, but today I just feel like I want it to look really white, and I feel like white is a really clean color, so I just want everything to look clean because I know there's gonna be some empty space, and I feel like if it looks clean, it's all gonna look filled up. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do to the kitchen area to fill up the space a little bit is I'm going to add a few counters so that when they order their coffee, they can make it and it'll be super easy and simple. Okay, now I'm gonna color it, and I'm thinking I'm just going to do a slime green because that is like one of the main colors I'm doing, and I want to incorporate a lot of green into this book because Starbucks has green, and so I'm just gonna try to make everything as much as green and white as I can. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on the seating area. So what I was thinking is I would add a few tables against the wall and a few chairs looking out the window, and I feel like that would just look perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to do linen for the tables, and I know I said I was trying not to use a lot of linen, but I just couldn't think of another color to use. And for the chairs, I'm going to use this industrial stool because I feel like it looks really cool and I feel like it matches this book. And for coloring the chair, I'm going to use flint because I feel like the dark color matches really well, so I'm just going to use that dark color for the rest of the chairs. Okay, now I'm going to start on the bathroom. Okay, and I'm gonna use a traditional door because I feel like I've used some traditional furniture and also because this door is the perfect green, I'm going to add a sign to show which one is the girls' bathroom and which one is the boys' bathroom. I'm also gonna add another sign to show the Starbucks label because this wall is really plain and I want to fill it up. And I'm gonna color it slime green, as I guess you guys already know. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the bathrooms. Okay guys, so I forgot to record again, but this is my progress so far. I've made these little cubes, so these can be where the toilets are, and on the right is the girls' bathroom, and on the left is the boys' bathroom. And as you can see, they're uneven, and I did that by accident. I didn't even plan to do that, so I guess it's just gonna have to stay like that. Okay, so now I'm going to add a few doors. Here, just gonna add a few plain doors because it's plain and it's simple and I don't have to do a lot of work. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add the sinks. And I'm gonna add about like 2 on each side because you can fit about 2 on each side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add lighting. I'm going to add this industrial chandelier, and then I'm going to add the circular one for the bathrooms. Okay guys, I'm going to finish the rest of the lighting and then I'll show you guys the tour of the Starbucks. Okay guys, so this is the exterior of the Starbucks. I feel like it looked a little plain. Maybe I should have added a fence. And this is the clothing area, and this is the seating area, and you get a little plant, and I feel like that looks really cute. And so, I used some tours so we can go through here. And then this is like a little patio area, and then when you walk forward, you will walk straight into the front desk area. And so here they can prepare whatever you want to order, and yeah. So this is the seating area, and I also did a 2-story for this part because I feel like that would look really cute. And this has Starbucks coffee. Oops, and I forgot to change the details. Let's see what they have. Okay, let's scroll down here. Oh, I see one that says ladies. I think that one would be perfect. And I guess the other one is gonna be gems. Okay, so if you walk inside, it's pretty plain if you ask me. It's just some sinks and a toilet, and it's the same thing for this one. And so it really is not a difference. And this is my Starbucks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down what fast food restaurant / coffee shop I should do next. Bye!